Needleworker Tag. I know this has been around for a while. I looked and it was started by Whimsy Daisical, but I tried to click on the link and it doesn't go anywhere anymore. So I'm not sure if her channel doesn't exist or maybe I just don't have access to the video. I'm not sure. But this was started about a year ago and I thought I would join in. Okay, so question number 1 is, where do you live? I live in a small town in southwest Minnesota. Second question is, what do you do for a living? I work in agriculture. I work for Monsanto, which is a large seed company and chemical company, and I work in the soybean seed production division as their quality and compliance manager. I love agriculture. I love my job, and yeah. So I grow and make soybeans for a living. Question number 3 is, what are your 3 favorite hobbies other than cross stitch? So I'll have to be honest, cross stitch is definitely my number 1 hobby. So coming up with 3 other hobbies, because I don't have a lot of, free time besides my time to cross stitch. So cooking is one. I love to cook. I do almost all the cooking in our house, and I like experimenting and trying new things. My second one, I don't know if this is a hobby, but I put organizing. I love organizing things. I like taking things that are out of order and putting them in order. It makes me feel really good. So all the time I'm reorganizing something or redoing something. I'm always puttering around, and it takes me about 10 times longer to do any task than it would probably someone else, because I'm sitting there fiddling with things and trying to figure out exactly where I want them. And then the last one I put was journaling and planning. I'm very into planners. I have an Erin Condren planner at the moment that I really like. I'm always experimenting with new things, keeping track of things. I'm kind of like a type A organized person. I have many different methods to record things, and that's kind of what I do. And then I did write down pets as well, which is another one of the questions. But they are definitely one of my hobbies, hanging out with them and doing anything with them. Question number 4, do you have any children? No, I do not, but I hope to in the future. Question number 5, do you have any pets? Yes, I have 3 pets, and I will insert pictures of them as they come up. My first is Copper. He is my dog. He's a year old. He is a pit bull. He is a brindle with white coloring. To explain the names, Copper, my husband gave him his name. He thinks he loved the name, and he thinks, with its coloring, he looks like a copper ingot is what he always calls. So we call him Copper Schmootin' all the time. So that's Copper. Next, then I have 2 cats. They are going on 3 years old, I believe now. I think they'll be 3 in September. The first one is Kumasi, who is a gray tabby, and then Ponzo, who is a gray Torby, meaning that she is a tabby with tortoiseshell, so she has red spots as well. Kumasi and Ponzo, on the other hand, are dyes, like I explained in my first video, D-Y-E-S. Enough about my cats. Question number 6, what is your favorite movie? So this is kind of embarrassing, but this is real life. So my favorite movie is Armageddon, with Bruce Willis and, what's his name? No, I can't think of his name. Ben Affleck. Oh my gosh. And Liv Tyler. Oh my gosh. I love this movie. I cry every single time. And I've seen this movie Lord knows how many times. I cry like a baby every single time. I love the music. It's so corny. But favorite movie is Armageddon by far. And then I brought up as a second favorite movie. This is one that I've seen about 1 million times. I love musicals. I love show tunes. And my favorite is Hair. I absolutely love the music in this movie. Maybe not necessarily appropriate for when I was obsessed with this. I think I was like, I don't know, I guess early teens is when I discovered that they had this movie at the library in my hometown. And I checked it out, and I used to watch it over and over and over again. There's this song called Donna that I used to play just on repeat. What's upon her looking for Donna? Time she was like I mean, my mom remembers me watching this about 8 billion times. I love the music. I have seen it. I have seen it when they did a stage production of it in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and there's some good songs on here. I even wrote notes. This is like from back when I first got this movie, as I wrote down what chapter has what song so that I could easily find them. Like, I was obsessed. So this comes in and is a close second. All right, question number 7. What is your favorite TV show? This was, again, a hard one. So, my favorite TV show right now is House Hunters. I love that show. We don't have cable, so there are some episodes that are available on Netflix, which I've seen all of them. And every time I'm at my parents' house, they have cable. All I want to do is watch House Hunters. And, like, if my husband or my mom's, like, interrupting me, I'm like, gosh! Like, I'm watching House Hunters. Like, just go away. So that's how I know it's, like, my favorite is, like, I actually care. And, like, I don't know. I love seeing all the different houses. I got especially into it when my husband and I were shopping for our current house because I was, like, comparing it to our house and being like, oh, well, I like this and I like that. And I love House Hunters. But then I have some other ones. So my favorite TV show when I was younger, and this is also kind of embarrassing, was The OC. Oh, my gosh. Seth Cohen, this guy right here, Adam Brody, I believe is his name in real life. Oh, yeah, Adam Brody. Oh, I thought he was so cute. He's this, like, nerd. He's into comic books. And Rachel Bilson, she plays his, like, love interest. And, oh, my God. And then also that I wanted to make a mention would be Project Runway. So good. I'm a sewer. So me and my mom, that was one of me and my mom's shows, is watch Project Runway. Okay, next question. So number 8 is your favorite music. So I would have to say that my favorite genre of music is like pop, punk rock. I love a lot of kind of older, like classic rock, but then I love like new poppy stuff. Anything with like a good beat, I'm like, because then I can like dance to it, you know, uplifting stuff. I don't really like slow songs. I don't really like sad songs. I'm not the biggest fan of, I live out in the country. I'm not the biggest fan of country music because I don't like the slow stuff that's all sappy. It's just not, it's not my personal, like, just taste. I know a lot of people who love that kind of music. It's just not me. So, my favorite band of all time, and I even brought this up here to show you, is the Ramones. I just can't think of a more quintessential band that has influenced more bands today than the Ramones. They really are one of the starters of punk rock, in my opinion. I know a lot of people will say the Clash or, you know, other people, but to me it's the Ramones, you know, or Blondie. But to me, it's the Ramones. They are what started it all in CBGBs, and I just love them. Joey Ramone right here. Oh, he was my man. My man. And then we got Johnny. And we got Dee Dee. And we got Tommy right here, who actually left the band. So this is an early picture of them when they first started. But I mean, look at that hair. Look at Joey. Oh, he's so tall and just awkward. And the thing I love about the Ramones is their songs are basically all the same. Like, let's be honest here. If you've ever listened to a Ramones album, it's like all the same. You know, and then you just insert words, you know, and I love that because they're just fast, they're quick, they have great lyrics, and they're just fantastic. If I'm in a bad mood, I put on the Ramones. It's just uplifting, and they're so short, and you're just like, yeah. Okay, next song. Yeah. Anyway, I love the Ramones. My second favorite band is Motion City Soundtrack. So they actually recently broke up, and they're on their kind of farewell tour, which I went to, so I have the little badge. But this is Motion City Soundtrack. They're kind of a pop punk band. They're from Minnesota, so of course I love them. But yes, I love me some Motion City Soundtrack. Last on my list, this is the embarrassing one, but it's so true. I love Kesha. Anywhoozer, now that you know way too much about me. Question number 9 is, what is your favorite book? So this was kind of hard. I used to read a lot. And then I kind of, you know, went to college, went to graduate school, got a job, etc. And reading just, for some reason, has just fallen off. I just like don't make time for it. I do listen to a lot of audiobooks. I listen to a lot of podcasts. But I don't like read books anymore. And I keep trying to like get back into it, but it's not something I really prioritize. That's why I didn't put it as a hobby, because I don't do it very often, but I do love to read. So actually my two favorite books, well, I have three sitting here. The first two are ones that were my favorites when I was younger and I used to read a lot. So these two are kind of in the same vein. This is by Annette Curtis Claus. So these are kind of like teen books, and this is called Blood and Chocolate. They did make a movie based off this, but I didn't like it very much. This is about a girl named Vivian, and she is a werewolf, and it kind of like follows her story. She kind of like falls in love, and she has to tell this guy that she's a werewolf, and he's not, and like her whole family's, there's drama. But I love this book. It's, you know, it's not very long, you know, it's a pretty easy read, but I recommend, for kind of like the preteen or even adults. I'll be honest, I still read this sometimes because it's just a good book. So that's Blood and Chocolate by Annette Curtis Claus. And then she also wrote, this was the one actually that I read first, is called The Silver Kiss, and this is about a vampire. And this book is pretty good too. I like Blood and Chocolate better, but Annette Curtis Claus, I think, writes some pretty good like paranormal sort of books. And this was like before Twilight and everything came out, so I think these are actually really good. So Silver Kiss and Blood and Chocolate are two of my favorite books. And then honorable mention is, of course, Harry Potter. This is the first one, Sorcerer's Stone. I've read these a million times. I still remember when my mom actually read aloud to my brother and I the first 6 of them, I want to say. And then we read the 7th one independently because we were older and, like, you know, we didn't need our mom to read them to us. But I still remember my mom reading these to us. So, yes. So those are my favorite books. And question number 10. One word that describes you best. So the word that came to my mind first is annoying, because I annoy the heck out of myself. I am very type A. I want things done my way. I'm outgoing, and I think I'm fun. You know, I'm a very emotional person. So I love hard, but I'm sad hard, you know? When I'm up, I'm up. When I'm down, I'm down. And I find myself annoying. I don't know if that's a good answer. My husband laughed when I told him that. So I asked him, I'm like, okay, well, what if you could describe me in one word? You know me pretty well. What would you use? And he said feminine, which I guess, you know, is very true. It kind of goes along with, you know, I like to cook and stuff like that, which is, you know, I guess sort of feminine. But, yeah, so that's what my husband said. So anyway, that's my tag video. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who commented on my Stitchville USA video. That was just a joy to film and to edit and to put on YouTube. I am very proud of it, and I thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel and for commenting. I'm currently washing my project right now, so I might do a video on that. But thank you, each and every one of you. This community is just fantastic, and I am so glad that I started these videos, and I hope to continue them. So thank you to each and every one of you is, you know, giving me all this love and support. I give it to you all back. I just thank you. You're fabulous. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful stitchy day. It's kind of nice, you know, here it's still very hot, so we have our air conditioning on, but, you know, I'm hoping to get some stitching in, get some cooking in, just, you know, living life. I cleaned the house yesterday, so today is called Rachel Day. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, now that I'm embarrassing, I'm going to sign off. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.